Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you have all been well. So today I created this staple, really just like pretty fresh summer makeup look. This is my first tutorial in probably like 3 months, but I was just so excited to play with some new makeup. I tried out the Ofra liquid lipsticks today. You guys, they are so good. I also got back in touch with my Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia. I just love it so much. I actually am gonna probably do like a anti-haul video because all these new palettes that are coming out, I'm just not for it. I feel like I have everything already in my Modern Renaissance palette, in my custom Z palette. So yeah, this is the intro. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. I hope you guys enjoy this look. I'm obsessed. I think it's super pretty. I think it's really flattering. I think it brings out my eyes. I'm self-tanned. Yeah, let's just get started with this makeup tutorial. To prep my skin, I'm going to go in with Kenzo Fresh Lotus Water. It's a new toner I'm trying out. I like it a lot. It's very soothing and refreshing. Then I'm going to go in with the Benefit PoreFessional just to try and reduce the size of my pores. For foundation today, I'm going in with this Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and as you can see, I am self-tanned. It's a new thing I'm doing, so I am matching my foundation to the rest of my body instead of to my face. I'm just going to dab this all over my skin. This foundation is really pretty. It's a cult favorite, but I'm not quite sure what I think about it. It doesn't really give me a lot of coverage, but it does make my skin look good. But I'm just going to blend that all over my skin. If you guys have tried this foundation, definitely let me know what you think about it. Right now, I just need to test it a little bit more because I'm not in love. To highlight, I'm going to mix 2 concealers. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 15 Fair, and I'm also going to go in with a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Neutral. Lately, I have been mixing both of these concealers, and I really like the way they are laying on top of my foundation. Just the Tarte Shape Tape one is too drying for me, and I love the creaminess of the Maybelline one, but still having the potency of the Tarte there to really brighten up my face is really working well. I'm just going to blend it out now. I fast forwarded this, there's nothing special to it. To set my under eyes and to catch any fallout, I'm going in with the Dermablend Loose Translucent Powder. This is a pretty good powder. It's not my favorite. I've recently started using the Coty Airspun powder, and I kind of like it more than this one, so I'm just using up this jar that I have, but go ahead and set your concealer. I did my brows off camera, but we're going to go in with the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take that soft orange color, and I'm just going to take this with a fluffy brush and put it on my crease. This look isn't anything too crazy, so I'm just going to slowly build up that crease color and using my brush in back and forth motions. Once I have most of the color off my brush, then I'm going to go over in little circles around the edges just to get it blended out. I cut out a lot of the footage, but just know that I am dipping back in there maybe like 3 or 4 times to really get the intensity of the crease color where I want it. Next, to warm me up even further, I'm going to go in with the Venetian Red, and I'm going to take this on a smaller, more tapered brush. Now that we've blown out that transition shade, it kind of gives you a guideline of what you can do with the rest of your eye. So I'm going to take this color more concentrated and keep it right into my crease area. This way I can just layer up the color to the intensity that I want, and it will naturally fade into the blown out burnt orange color we put there previously. I'm just going to take a bigger brush with no additional product and just go over the combinations right where the burnt orange and the Venetian red meet, just to blend it out and make it seamless. Because I wanted a little bit more color, I went in there with a love letter, which is more on the pink side, and I'm just going to put that right into my crease, just because I wanted it to be like more colorful and pink and intense, and not just another warm neutral look. I'm going to take a fluffy brush one more time and just diffuse the edges and make sure everything came together nicely. For the lid color, I'm going to take this beautiful shadow from Makeup Forever. I will list the exact one in the description box, and sorry about the camera shaking, I'm not quite sure what happened there. I'm going to take a MAC 242, which is a flat definer brush, and I'm really just going to pat this all over the lid. I kind of did a little bit of a cut crease motion just because I like how intense it goes from the gold orangish shade straight into the crease, but you can just tap it on the lid. It's not really, it's like a personal preference. To give me a little bit of definition, I'm going in with Venetian Red on a really small brush I got from the dollar store, and I'm just going to intensify where the lid shade meets the crease. Just kind of adding that line there provides the depth back into my eye. Sorry, my voice. But I really like the way it looks. It kind of like intensifies the whole thing, and you can just see how it stands out more compared to the right side, which I hadn't done yet. To darken things up, I'm going in with that warm brown shade. I'm just going to take that on a fluffy brush and put it on the outer third of my eye. I just think this really kind of like makes my eyes pop. It really darkens things up. To bronze, I'm going in with this Hourglass Ambient Bronzing powder in light. I did not expect this to be so pigmented. You can see that I just put like a spot on my forehead, and I'll spend the rest of this clip trying to blend it out. Once I got it blended and got a feel for the pigmentation, I actually really like it. It's not matte, but it provides like a soft sheen. I don't know, I thought my skin looked really like healthy and fresh when I used it correctly. I'm bronzing with a Marc Jacobs bronzer brush as well. I really wanted this to be like as seamless and blended and barely seeing any transitions as much as possible, and I felt like this fluffy brush really helped me personally bronzing. For my lower lash line, I'm going to go in with the burnt orange and kind of take this like this. The lightest color will be the lowest color that you take it, or that's just how I do my lower lashes. So kind of just repeating what you did on the top of the eye, just kind of like in the reverse order. So I'm going to blow out this orange, and then I'm going to go in with a Venetian Red and put this tighter and more closer to my lash line. So you're creating an ombre just like you did on top of the transition shade, just reverse on the bottom. Because I didn't think my under eye was bright enough, I pulled out the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, which I hadn't used in like a year, and I'm just going to mix the two lightest shades and kind of brighten things up. I'm then going to go in with a MAC Nylon, which I use for every single look if I am doing eyeshadow, and just put that on my inner corners, and finishing off the eyes with some mascara. I'm going to sculpt my face using the same brush we used previously, but I'm using a mid-tone bronzer. This is Benefit Hoola. I just thought that Benefit Hoola would ground the orangish bronzer we used previously. For me tight lining, I'm using a lip liner. This is MAC Half Red Lip Liner. To make me glow, I'm going to go in with a Becca Opal, an oldie but a goodie. It looks best on tan skin. I could never use it when I wasn't self-tanned, so I'm pulling it out now. For my blush today, I'm going in with Milani Luminoso. I'm trying to keep my blush a lot higher, almost like on my highlighted areas of my face, just because I feel like it almost gives me like a facelift Before I was kind of like rounding out my cheeks with it, and it was just making me look more round, so I'm trying to elongate my face. I'm going to quickly use some Fix Plus and then onto lips. I'm trying out Ofra Bel Air liquid lipstick, which is just a beautiful peachy nude. And to ombre it up just a little bit, I'm going to go in with a Buxom White Russian liquid lipstick. It's a little bit more pale, and I'm just going to pat that all over my lips. Okay, you guys, so that wraps up this look. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know your thoughts down below, and if you have any video requests down below also. I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! I got a plant. It's a mint plant. It was only like 4 pounds. And it smells so good. I was actually just wanting something like mint to throw into my smoothies to kick it up a notch.